Hi, this is Andrew WK, and welcome to the TV show called Your Friend, Andrew WK. So, the way this works is it's our TV show, O-U-R, yours and mine together, ours. And the reason for that is I don't want to just be me on here. I want you to, get on this show. You write me a letter. You tell me about a problem you got, a question you have, advice you're looking for. Just want to say hi, just want to hang out, whatever it is. But I try to read those on the air. And sometimes I try to go and hang out, actually go visit you, just so that we're doing it together, because that to me is way more fun. All right, so we got this really cool letter from this dude named Steve. And basically, this guy threw a massive, huge party when his parents were out of town. His girlfriend also was out of town, and some stuff happened, some things went down. He messed up pretty bad, and here's what he wrote. It says, "Hi, Andrew. My name is Steve, and I'm a huge fan. I try to never miss a show. I was just wondering, do you know any good recipes? Because I screwed up pretty good, and I think if I cooked my family and my girlfriend an awesome dinner, they might give me a break. Thanks, man. Hope to hear from you." Well, I'm not the world's best cook, but I know I can cook when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry to help someone out, I'll cook twice as good. That's what we did with Steven. Let's take a look at that right now. Hello there.
Hey, what's going on,
Steve?
man? Yeah, right.
Let's get into it. What exactly happened? What did you do? How'd you screw up?
I had a party one night. Well, it didn't start out as a party. I just had a couple of my friends over.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
And just drink a few beers. But then that turned into a little more than just a couple of my friends.
So people kept coming and coming?
Yeah, just people that I've never even seen before in my life. Just
the word spread?
Turning around and I'm like, who are you? In my own house.
And where were your parents at that point?
They were out for the night. So it was kind of without their permission.
Right, okay, I get it.
He screwed up. He had a big party and the house was a mess.
Led to them getting pretty ticked off because it looked like a bomb dropped in the house the next day.
You could tell by the floor, stains on the rug,
The smell of beer and
strange odors, stuff like that.
the house was a mess.
But also that night after one too many drinks, I ended up in this room with this one girl and ended up cheating on my girlfriend of 6 months who I really love, and I felt horrible for it.
I went away over Thanksgiving break and I came back to find out that he cheated on me when he was really drunk. And I guess I lost a lot of trust in him.
That trust hasn't really been there yet,
Yeah.
but I think if I did something real nice for him, maybe.
Get it on the right road to winning him back.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
Okay. Well, I think we can do this. I don't know a lot of recipes. I know how to make, maybe off the top of my head, scrambled eggs. But what we lack in experience, what I lack in cooking experience, we're going to make up for in passion and the desire to make this right. So let's just go and get a bunch of stuff, and then we'll figure it out later.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, here's one from Deanna. And she writes, "Dear Andrew, do people ever call you Andy for short?" Yes, they do. Tonight, I really want to, challenge myself. I want to push this because I want to do it for you.
Okay.
I don't cook a lot. I'll swing by a restaurant. I'll find some food on the street. Maybe someone left some food in a bag. I'll dig through it, see what's there. But tonight, we're gonna put all that stuff aside, put that behind us, and really go for a prime, delicious meal. Okay, so we're here at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Let's go in. Let's start filling up that shopping cart. Pardon me. There's some icing. Actually, might just be good for fun to have as a snack. You want some?
I'll have some. You get any of it?
Yeah, it's good actually. Here's a letter from Johnny, and he's from New Jersey, and he writes in, this one's from Brittany, and she writes, my mom doesn't like it when I bring home guys with long hair. What should I tell her when she tells me what to do? It really does bother some people, and I understand that. But my grandmother hates it. She always says, oh, when's Andrew going to cut his hair? Oh, don't send me any photos of him with the long hair. You know, no matter how long somebody's hair is, it's what's inside that really counts at the end of the day. And you can say, Mom, I understand your dislike for long hair, but I hope that in the end you'll accept who I am and who I like, and we can all get along, because really isn't that what matters at the end? You don't have to know. What they don't know won't hurt them, though, right?
It's gonna be a good meal.
Fresh, clean meat. Wow. Oh, it's spicy. It's really spicy. Jalapenos, red pepper, black pepper. It's a quadruple threat, 4-alarm pasta sauce. We're just making it very clear that this whole dinner, all the trouble that we've gone to, Steve calling me in the first place, writing to me, asking me to come and help him, is all to apologize to his family and his girlfriend. And this cake makes it very clear. Steve messed up. Sorry. Okay, we're making a power shake. It's going to be a dessert that you eat while eating dinner. So one of the most important things to remember when you're cooking for your family, or any kind of big important meal, would be presentation. Give me a hand here, I don't want to keep it on there. All right, I think we're good. We got pasta, we got pasta sauce, we got the bread, we got a salad, we got protein shake. I think now it's time to present it, finishing touches. Everybody, please enter the dining area, if you will. I hope you brought an adventurous appetite. And the presentation's a little sloppy here and there, I'm sorry. Okay, I want to say first of all that it's been a pleasure, and thank you for welcoming me into your home. Steve told me about what happened and asked for me to come and help him make up with everybody and do something to show you how bad he feels. It was the least I could do to help him make this meal. It's all his idea, so this all goes to you from Steve, and I'm just here to help and hope that it goes well. Enjoy.
Thank you, Steve. After all the effort Stephen put into this, we're sure he made it up to us.
He did, no question.
Until the next time.
Okay, looks like things are going really well. The food turned out good, way better than I expected. The pasta sauce is spicy and very unique. Seems to be going well. The family seems happy, girlfriend's happy, Steve's happy. My work here is done.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to mtv2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Pardon me, and welcome to my office. It's a great place to hang out. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on here, but it is a bit messy, and for that I apologize. This show is called Your Friend Andrew WK, and the first thing you're probably asking yourself is, why in the world do I have a TV show? I agree. I have no idea. But I'm totally excited about it. I'm totally excited. I'm not going to blow this opportunity. You know what I mean? I think the best way to do that is to not make it my show, but actually to make it more like your show, like our show together that we get to work on together. You know what I mean? So it's not about me. It's about us. So we get these awesome letters, and I want to read them on air and try to help people. I got this one. Dear Andrew, I'm sick of the old me, and I want a new me. I want to get into shape. Jack. He's from New York, and we totally know what he's talking about. We just want to get things going. We want to get into shape. Make life good. Life is as good as you make it to be. Let's go. No beating around the bush. No beating around the bramble. No bramble, no. Hello? Hello?
Hey! How you doing, Jack? Nice Andrew, give me a hug. Whoa, look at that. How you doing?
All right, so here's that letter you wrote to me. It goes like this. Dear Andrew, my name is Jack. I'm sick of the old me, and I want a new me. I want to get into shape. Thanks, Jack. Right now, I guess you're in a in-between you. It's like you're not old you and you're not new you yet. You're like this, a middle ground temporary, like maybe you don't even really exist right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel kind of like that?
Definitely. I mean, I just been like sitting at home watching videos and like eating crap like every day, like chips, Little Debbie's.
Debbie's.
Like
they're good though.
Drinking Kool-Aid. Hey, you're supposed to help me out here.
No, hey, well, I'm not gonna deny these foods are good. Just
Yeah,
because you're not supposed to eat them doesn't mean they don't taste
They're
good.
just tasty, and I've
So
been
creamy.
like, in that slump.
And I think if we had a list of motivations, or maybe even things you could put on your wall, like right when you wake up in the morning, you look at this thing. So even when you don't feel like getting up, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get up out of this bed. I'm gonna go do that thing, and I'm gonna quit messing around. So what we got to figure out is how to make that kind of excitement, that kind of energy, that kind of power possible on demand. And it might not be easy, but nothing easy is ever good, and nothing good is ever easy. Let's take time to take that first step and get out.
We gotta do it. We got a new me from now.
Ready? Let's go.
All right.
And this one's from Margaret, Staten Island. And she writes, Andrew, how can you make it possible for regular people like me to meet superstars like Vin Diesel? I can't. I think if we had a list of motivations, or maybe even things you could put on your wall, so even when you don't feel like getting up, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get up out of this bed. I'm gonna go do that thing, and I'm gonna quit messing around. You were talking about food. You were saying that you eat a lot of Little Debbie's, and which I think are great, but those things are so tasty. We got to just get them out of the house. Okay, fudge brownies.
They're bad.
Yeah, let's actually one of these wouldn't kind of hung. No, see, that's what happened.
No,
That's what was happening.
You're trying to.
You're right. Look,
You gotta help me out.
no, I gotta help myself out. Yeah, we don't need chips. Yeah, we don't really need pretzels. That's a really big bag of cheddar cheese popcorn.
Get it out of here.
We don't need this, right?
I need to get rid of this. See, this is bad.
This is the kind of thing where
I threw up. Yeah, I threw up because I ate a whole bag. I ate a whole bag of tater tots, and then I threw all.
Wait a minute, you look pretty sharp here. Your hair, you got your hair all short. Right now you're sitting on the fence. There's shaved head and there's long hair. Right now you're in between. You want to commit to something? You want to commit?
Do you think I should be new? You think
I think
be like a new person?
I think you should just commit. I think you should go for it. I think you should be streamlined and ready to go.
I mean, I'm ready.
This ain't no ninny nanny. This ain't no peppermint patty fundraiser. No ninny nannies. We're gonna get off the fence. We're gonna shave that thing down. We're gonna get to business.
My parents are gonna love this one.
All right, how's that look, by the way?
It's good. Balding right here, but I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
It's fine.
See how far back it goes? The short hair? Looks good. Come on. It's here. It's done. Andrew did it. Hey.
Okay, this is all great. We got signs up around the house for
Check.
motivation. We got rid of that crappy food.
Check.
Very tasty food. And we trimmed your hair, and you're streamlined. We're ready to go. It's time to hit outside into the outside world, and I want us to go to a gym and get some exercise in.
The gym?
The gym.
Oh my God.
And this guy's name is James, and he's writing, why in the hell do you need a frickin' degree from some fancy schmancy college just to get a damn job at Walmart? I got good news. I don't think you do need a college degree to get a job at Walmart. So take that high school diploma, pack it in your pocket, and go apply. This next one's from a guy named Chris, and he's from Colorado. He writes, Andrew, why are women always cold? No matter what anyone else says the temperature is, women always complain that they're cold. Why? I think that women have a lower core body temperature, and it's our duty as men to warm them up and keep them that way, and it balances each other up. They're like an ice cube, we're like a hot chopping block, and together they make a match in heaven. We trimmed your hair, and you're streamlined. We're ready to go. And I want us to go to a gym and get some exercise in.
The gym?
The gym.
Oh my God.
We're going to warm up, get our blood going, get a sweat. Then we're going to stretch once we're warmed up, and then we're going to lift. A lot of these things at a gym feel weird, they feel awkward, they look stupid. I mean, I know I look like kind of an idiot. I'm not saying you do, but that's what keeps a lot of people, especially younger people like us, from coming to the gym is they think they look stupid. We don't have time for that. We don't care if we look stupid. We don't care about weird people walking around, weird naked people in the locker rooms, all that stuff. We got to focus. We can't let that get to us. We got to really get going. Hey! You don't want to drop it. You don't want to go too fast either like that. That does nothing. This is pretty heavy. You can get hurt. I think you're going to be fine, but I mean more like you could pull a muscle really easily. All right, here we go. Just push as hard as you possibly can. Okay, so we know where we're at now.
We know I can do 135 one time.
Thank you very much for letting me come and help. It's my pleasure. We came over, we addressed the problems, we found solutions, we got motivation, we came to the gym, we actually did it. We actually did it. Cheers.
Cheers to that one. Thank you.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to mtv2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Okay, hi. My name is Andrew W.K., and welcome to this television show called Your Friend, Andrew W.K. What this TV show is about, in case you don't know, is it's more or less an advice-type problem-solving show. One-on-one, we do stuff. We got this really cool letter from this dude named Ed. Here's what he had to say. Dear Andrew, I just had my first child, and I am exhausted. Can you come babysit so I can get some relaxation and get out of the house? From Ed in New Jersey. Absolutely. Of course I want to help this guy out. I love babies. I have a younger brother. I babysat for him, and it usually went pretty well. You know, there would be some bickering and some fighting, and some 911 calls and some butcher knife things, but hey, you know, those things happen. Point is, I want to help this guy out. Little did I know what was about to happen. Hello? Hey, you Ed?
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you, Andrew.
How you doing, Andrew?
Oh no, that's not a good start. Now, how many of these kids are yours?
One.
One,
I
where?
swear, only one.
Who's the big guy?
This is Matthew.
Hi, Matthew, how are you?
He'll give you a hand if you need.
Yeah, you'll help me out, right?
This is Naya. This is Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
This is Marky. This is Caitlin and Elizabeth, or Elizabeth and Caitlin. And this is the reason I wrote you the letter.
Okay.
This is Wyatt.
This is Wyatt. Hi, Wyatt. Well, anyway, I've babysat before in the past, and you feel like you've earned the right to have an evening to yourself.
Sure, my wife's always out running around, and my friends are all out, and I can't go, so.
I admire that you're dedicated to your baby, and I admire that you've sacrificed all that time, and it's my honor and pleasure to try to help you out and give you a little time.
Great.
All right, Ed, so I got all the names, I think. I'll work on that, but why don't we take a tour of the house, see what we got, and sort of go over a to-do list of what's going to come up in this babysitting adventure.
Excellent.
All
Let's
right, cool.
show you some things.
This one's really cool. This is from this guy Aaron in Connecticut. He's in junior high school, and he hasn't managed to go out with anyone. And he's 16, and he can't figure out what he's doing wrong. He says, "I'm ugly, but not that ugly, and I can't figure out what's up. I was thinking you could do something interesting and help him find a girl." I'm sure you're not that ugly, as you said. I don't know if that really has anything to do with it. I wouldn't worry about that. If you really want to get a girlfriend, just keep asking out girls. One of them's bound to say yes. All right, Ed, so I got all the names, I think. I'll work on that, but why don't we take a tour of the house and sort of go over a to-do list of what's going to come up in this babysitting adventure.
Excellent.
All
Let's
right, cool.
show you some things. I got bottles over there.
Bottles.
Give them every 3 hours. For him, he's every 2 hours. Both girls, they
Which is
alternate.
3 hours and 2 hours.
Just write it down.
Every 3 hours, crying, feed, alternate, every other 1, 2
Formula
hours.
in the fridge.
Formula.
Diaper bag in there has formula. Just a couple of help yourself to whatever you want.
You getting all this, Matthew?
If they're crying, just console them, I suppose.
A lot of consoling,
Lots
consolation.
of consoling.
Is there any things in here I should really watch out for? Like the electrical
Sharp
plugs?
objects. All the kids are going to have to be changed frequently. Matthew, you wear diapers? You wipe your own butt?
No.
Oh, that's a problem. Just the biggest thing is if they cry, change them, burp them, feed them. It's the big thing, 3 things to remember.
Okay. Ed, I'll take over from here, I guess. Somehow or another. Hi. How are you?
All right, I guess you got everything you need.
Okay.
Got all your list and everything.
Yeah, I got my list. I got this baby.
And we'll be going, guys.
Okay.
We're gone.
Thanks, Ed. Enjoy
luck.
yourself, okay? Enjoy yourself. So let's get a party going. Let's get a party going. When it's time to party, we will always party hard. Party hard. Party hard. Party hard. Party hard. Party hard. Party hard.
You're crazy.
So this one's from Michael. Dear Andrew WK, I work in a stupid, smelly, life-wasting paper mill, and I absolutely hate it. I feel like I am wasting my life. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Thank you, buddy. Your friend Michael. You need to not let that job bring you down. You need to use it. Use the money, use the power, use your frustration from that job to work even harder in your time that you have away from the job to pursue your dream of music or whatever else is that you desire. Let the job fuel what you really want to do. You know what I mean? This is from Josh in Phoenix, Arizona. And he says, I'm tired of my job. I want to be a movie star and just act crazy. I'm tired of people saying that I'll never amount to anything, and I wish people would just give me a chance. I know I got what it takes right now. My life is so depressing. Sometimes I don't want to live anymore because everything goes wrong for me. And they say dreams come true, but I stop believing. Sincerely, Joshua. Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes? If you're going to keep on going, that means you have what it takes. If you're going to live up to fight another day and value your life and value all the opportunities that are coming up, that means you have what it takes. So I say, Joshua, if you want to be a movie star or go crazy, whatever you want to do, just keep trying. All right, it's been a while since Ed and his friends have been gone. Everyone was getting a little hungry, so I figured it was time for a snack. There you go.
Want to take a nap?
Wait a minute here. Matthew, am I crazy or is there only 1, 2, 3 babies right now? Here, you keep an eye on Wyatt, baby Wyatt. I gotta check this out. This is a problem here. No. This is not good, girls. We have water we could put in the sink or something. Let's come on away from the toilet. Here, let's close that. Oh. You take her and I'll take the other. You the two are troublemakers. You like this duck? What's wrong? I know, but Mom and Dad aren't here right now. We gotta make the best. We gotta make do with what we got. We gotta make do with what we got. Oh no! Oh, it's okay. Oh boy. Hey Matthew, do you think he wants some more formula? Matthew? Matthew? Oh no. If I don't have Matthew, I'm in big trouble. It's okay. This is a lot to take care of here. There's a lot to watch after. Sure hope Ed's having a good time.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday.
Come on now. What is it exactly, huh? Maybe it's a diaper. Is it a dirty diaper? That could be the situation. Whew. Okay, definitely was a dirty diaper there. This is a book called The Wizard of Oz, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Dorothy lived in the midst of the great Kansas prairies with Uncle Henry, who was a farmer, and Aunt Em, who was the farmer's wife. Uh-oh. He just burped up. He just spit up a little bit. What do I do now, Matthew?
Wipe the...
Uh-oh, there's a whole bunch right in the blanket.
All right, hey, we're back.
You're back, okay. Well, everything went really well. But,
What stinks?
they were all angels. They were all angels. What stinks is the smell of sweet success.
Oh, bravo. All right.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ed. I must say that it was a pleasure, and everyone was really great, and I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you out.
I want to thank you for coming by, and if I can call on you next weekend, maybe we can do it again.
Yeah. So, take care.
All right.
Take care, man.
I really can call you, right?
Yeah, sure. Holy smokes, that was intense. I hope Ed's happy. I hope he enjoyed himself. I had a really good night. And I definitely learned a lot from that experience. So that was awesome. Peace out.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to mtv2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Did you come here to sit around and be lazy? No, I'm not going to be lazy. Did you come to do this? Yeah. Are you going to blow it? No, I'm not going to blow it. Are you going to mess it up? No, I'm not going to mess it up. I'm not going to mess this up. I'm not going to mess... Let's do it! Let's do it, boy! Let's do it, Junior! All right, hi, everybody. My name's Andrew WK, and welcome to the TV show called Your Friend Andrew WK. This is basically a show where people like you, anyone out there, can write in a letter to me asking for help or for advice or simply to answer a question, anything that you got on your mind. I want to help out, okay? We got a letter asking for help from this girl named Christy. Now, she was having a birthday. You know how your parents get weird? I mean, I don't know if your parents do, but some older people get weird about being old, being aged. You ask them their age. Oh, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, laughing. You know what I mean? They're embarrassed about getting older. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm going to get older no matter what I do, so I might as well enjoy it. You can't do anything to change it. Anyway, this girl Christy wrote in. She's having a 30th birthday party. Let me read you her letter. She says, Dear Andrew, how should I celebrate my 30th birthday? I want it to rock, and I want to party harder than I ever have before. Well, I absolutely, really wanted to go through and help Christy. I wanted to show up, make her party great, make her feel good about turning 30, and make it a night to never forget. You better get bet! I don't think it's such a big deal to turn 30. In a few years, I'll turn 30. We'll all turn 30 at some point, unless you've already turned 30. Whoa. Wow. How are you? Hi, thanks. Jeez. You're Christy?
I am. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Well, cool. So I'm here. We made the trek all the way out here, and it's for a good reason. It's for a good cause. Here, I'll refresh your memory here. It says, how should I celebrate my 30th birthday? I want it to rock. And just so everybody knows, rock isn't spelled here the way you wrote it, the way she said. It's not R-O-C-K, it's R-A-W-K. And if there's one thing I know about, it's A-W-K. So I think I can help with that for sure. And she says, yeah, I want to party harder than ever before. Well, that's why I'm here, to try to really get you going and get this 30th birthday party, an extravaganza, like you said in your letter.
Good. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you for asking me. Let's take a look. Let's see what we have to work with here. Eric from Chicago asks, Andrew, how many push-ups can you do in a minute? Answer to that, 32 push-ups. Thank you. I've been summoned here by you to help out. So this list will really be for me. So anything you want me to get, anything you want me to do, to help with this party. So here's some things that I think we should get.
Okay.
So one thing I think would be really great would just be streamers, maybe dreamers. I think, the balloons are a good start, so I'm going to get more of those.
I love balloons.
Yeah, I think we'll get more balloons. Yeah, if we can find that. Absolutely, if we can find that. We'll figure something out. Some kind of crowning hat. I'll just put, is that okay? Some other kind of hats for the guests, you know what I mean?
That would be cool.
Hats for friends, I'll put. Okay, cool. Is there anything else that you would want to add to this list?
I think the tiara was the most important thing.
Okay, I'm going to put a star here.
Yeah.
That's really important. Okay, the whole point. I'm going to go get this. You got to stay here. You shouldn't do any work. You don't do anything. That's why I came here. It's my job to set this party up, to make this room the biggest, best party place the world has ever known. I'm really a party provider and a party presenter. And that's why, again, for Christy, it's very important that I get these things for and make it happen. Oh, no. We got a problem here. And we really do. Okay.
When it's not a party, we will party hard.
I don't like the way it says, oh, no. The big 3-0. Nothing oh no about that. It should be, oh yeah! Big 3-0.
So let's get a party going, let's get a party going. Now it's time to party and we'll party hard, party hard. Let's get a party going.
Hello? Now we've got it. Princess birthday tiara. This one comes from William, and he writes that about a year and a half ago, a bunch of guys from a different school beat up him and his friends, and they got pretty, banged up, and they did nothing to cause it, and he wants to get revenge in a way that won't go to jail. And he says, so, can you help me get revenge, preferably in a way that does not involve going to jail? Yes, I think the best way to get revenge on anybody is to live your life as happily, as fully, as unafraid as possible. This one's very intense. This is from Lucas, and he's from Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is one of my hometowns. He says, I have jerk roommates. He used another word that's an expletive I can't say. But he has some nasty roommates who tried to break into my room naked with knives while I was making out with a girl. I want to fight them, but I'm a sissy. What should I do? My best advice is to get out of that house. When it comes to revenge, I'm not a big revenge guy. I don't think getting even with people. I think to get even with people is just for you to be happy. Some might say that's a sissy way to be in its own right, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being a sissy as long as you do what you really want to do in the end. I'm here at Christie's house, and it's starting to really get things going. Really get things swinging.
Awesome! Hey! Oh, wow.
You guys log up well? Everything went off without a hitch. All the things we needed to get done, we got done. All the supplies we needed to supply were supplied. And I'm feeling really good and really pumped up. And it was an honor to be able to bring the party.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to mtv2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
So I think we'll probably show up at around 2 or 3, and we'll probably be there for about a half hour. Yeah, a half hour. You kidding me? A half hour? No. What half hour? No, I'm not gonna stand for that. I'm not gonna take that. I can't qualify that. I can't qualify D-Ball. Hey, Reggie. Are you kidding me about that? Okay, the way this show works is that people can write in letters asking for help, asking for me to help solve a problem, give them advice, answer a question, stuff like that. I really want people to feel involved, like they have a stake in this show. A juicy, thick porterhouse, medium rare. I'll read this one. This one comes from a guy named Jamie, and this was really cool. Let me read you this. It's pretty heavy. He says, "Dear Andrew WK, I write this letter in hopes of some keen advice. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a student at Brooklyn College. Over the past few months, I've had an eerie, lonely feeling inside. and I'm also very shy, so it's very difficult for me to make friends. Can you help me out? Thanks, Jamie. We absolutely wanted to help out Jamie because I really, I could always relate to feeling, lonely. I think we all can feel kind of weird and out of place. There's parts of your life where you go through that. It's important to be able to go through those times and still stay strong and still, be focused on what really matters. So we went and helped out Jamie and tried to get to the bottom of what does really matter. This must be the spot.
What's up?
Hello, how are you, sir? Jeremy.
How's it going?
This looks like a very nice house.
Thank you.
Let's,
Mom's a good decorator.
Yeah, your mom does all this?
Yeah.
I was noticing all the animals around and how most of the animals are of a large girth. Like there's one right down there. There's really quite fat pigs. There's a really fat rabbit. There's a cow there. Some fat lambs. And Charlie's kind of a living version of that. Get an aerial shot just so you can see he's a real wide body. Oh. So, Jamie, in your letter, the reason I wanted to come and see you in particular, and what I liked about your letter, is you said, you had an eerie, kind of lonely feeling.
I go to Brooklyn College. It's not a huge school, but it's big enough where a lot of people are doing their own thing.
Okay.
A lot of classes going on, so it's tough to really, for me.
You can get lost in the
crowd and just make friends.
Do you want to be more popular at the school?
I don't want to be popular. I just,
You want to feel comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable.
Sometimes we forget that even just because our life isn't easy, it doesn't mean it's bad. I'm here at the Steinway & Sons factory with a nice stack of brand new letters. Here's one from Sarah in New Jersey. She writes, do you think we could punk Ashton Kutcher? Ashton Kutcher's the guy who, he's in a lot of movies and TV shows, and he has that TV show on MTV called Punk'd. My answer, Sarah, as much as I would like to say yes, I don't think you can. I don't think you can punk the punker. I don't think the guy who's punked everybody else can get punked himself, because if you're punking somebody, then how can you be punked? You know what I mean? So, Jamie, in your letter, the reason I wanted to come and see you in particular is you said, you had an eerie, kind of lonely feeling. I myself and a lot of other people can relate to, maybe you feel, it's easy to feel sad or depressed or frustrated, and someone says, well, what's wrong? Everything's going fine, and you still feel weird,
Yeah.
So, what exactly, even if you don't need an exact reason, but just explain how you feel, these days, like in life.
Well, I mean, I consider myself a really shy guy, so when you're shy and it prevents you from doing stuff, that's when it's becomes a problem, I think.
I'm shy in a way. I mean, I think everybody is. I think everybody is shy. Everybody has different ways of dealing with it, though. And here's the way maybe to deal with being shy. People would be impressed by this. You can say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be very honest. And this would be hard to say. You have to challenge yourself. You say, hey, I'm usually a pretty quiet guy. I'm kind of shy. I want to let you know, though, that I don't mean any of it personally, and I really like you guys, and I want to get to be friends, but please forgive me if I seem a little quiet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what are they going to say to that? All they could do is, they'd have to accept that.
Because I'm around a lot of people that will they might not understand, because to them, that idea is foreign. They don't know much.
Yeah.
You're shy, why?
Don't feel bad about being shy. Don't feel bad about anything that you naturally are. Let's talk more about, just feeling weird, being in a weird mood. I think our lives sometimes, just the way the world works, the way society works, we really are making efforts to eliminate complication from our lives. We're making efforts to make our lives very simple, very calm, very comfortable, very easy. We want to always be happy all the time, so we really try to build our environment to be happy all the time, but it's just not realistic in the end.
Yeah, there's always going to be moods.
There's always going to be moods. So even if you don't have a reason to feel sad or lonely, sometimes your body's just going to react that way.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, like you were saying. Everyone gets in a bad mood now and then.
You owe it to yourself. You owe it to that person inside of you to not give up on yourself, to not doubt yourself, to not give in too easily to the things that can bring you down. right, here's one from Adam, and he's from Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas, to be exact. Adam writes in, Dear Andrew, what is your favorite rock, paper, scissors move, and why? It's a very good question. I generally start with rock. And that's the kind of music we play, and that just seems to be my natural inclination. There's the move, and that's why. And it always wins. Take all the people that put you down, all the things that rejected you, all the things that made you sad and mad, that hurt your feelings, put them all on a big list. And look at that. Whenever you need a kick in the pants, whenever you need a reason to keep going, use that. And that's not bad. You're not letting those people get to you. You're making yourself better when they were trying to bring you down.
Basically, to prove them wrong, like...
To prove to you that you're right. That's why. Okay, and now, after all this heavy talk, the most important thing, I think, is always being able to do something to have fun. So I would like to just go out and do something fun.
Awesome.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Nobody can stop you from trying. Do you realize that? People can stop you from getting somewhere. People can stop you from doing exactly what you want, but you can always try to do what you want. No one can take that away from you. Nobody can take away the satisfaction that you can get from knowing that you tried as hard as you can. Jimmy, it was very good hanging out with you.
Yeah, thanks.
And I appreciate you writing into me. And I hope, all the stuff we talked about earlier was, just really basic stuff.
Yeah.
And I think you already know these things. It's also important to be able to just, shake all that off and play games and have fun. And as long as you're going to be okay. As long as you're going to be okay. And I think you're going to be.
Thanks, man. You just made my year. I mean, it's been a rough start, but this was an honor, and it was something I'll never forget.
I'm glad we could do it. It was good for me too. Thank you very much. Cool.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to MTV2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Okay. Welcome to your friend Andrew WK. So people have been writing in, and I've been doing my best to answer it. I don't know if I always, answer it the best way possible, and it's not always the smartest answer, but it's the best I can do, and that's really what counts. Okay, this was a great letter we got from this dude, Rob. It was really intense what he asked, but if anybody could help him with this, it was me. Let me tell you what he said. He said, Dear Andrew, how can I be more like you? If anybody's going to help him be more like me, it's me. I don't know why he wants to be more like me, but we're going to find that out. We investigated it. It was awesome. In the end, we really learned a good lesson.
He has been an inspiration to me since I've seen him live for the first time. I want to know how he gets all this energy, how he stays so happy and so full of life. But that's why I want to be more like Andrew today.
Right through here? Oh, cool. So you want to figure out how to be more like me?
Exactly.
Wow. I have a notion, just a little hunch, that we probably are a lot more like each other than we think. But let's see what we can do here with some of this stuff. Got a white t-shirt here. I mean, the clothes are going to be important. You've seen those, I'm sure. And this is the genuine article. Pardon me if they smell a little bit. We'll do clothes. We're going to learn some dance moves.
Great.
Maybe eat some food. And maybe even write a couple songs.
That's awesome.
Okay, good. Let's get started. You know, people might think, you know, why is it all white? Does it have to be all white? Why do you always wear all white? I picked these clothes because one, they showed up real well against, you know, the blackness of a stage or something. But any good clothes that are cheap, easily replaced, inexpensive, that's the idea. So you can really go free, all out, and not worry about if you tear your pants because it's not that big a deal. It doesn't need to be really fancy clothes. All right, so let's get ready. Cool. Okay, here's one from a lady named Betsy in Minnesota, and she writes, "Why are you such a no-talent ass clown?" First things first, let's get our clothes on. The whole point of the clothes is to feel comfortable. The last thing you want to be worrying about is messing up clothes.
I am so feeling it right now.
Yeah! Yes! So I think before we go any further, it's very important we should stretch out. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. This is a very good tricep stretch. Little inside hamstring. I like getting dizzy just by going like this. You know, and if you pull your arms in, you actually can go faster. And I'll catch a really good head buzz just from spinning, just like this. Ow, sorry about that. Let's see. Let's warm up vocals, right? We want to do a little vocal warm up. To break the ice, or to get things flowing, you know, get two people that maybe aren't best friends yet, but really want to be friends, it's good to just go nuts. You can't go wrong, just go crazy. Okay, you already have the essence of everything that this is about. We're really cutting loose. Okay, let's try this one. Now, this sometimes helps, because I always hold the microphone, you know what I mean? I have the cord in one hand, the microphone in this hand, so sometimes if I do this, it actually helps me get in the zone, get a better voice.
Giat, 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 giat. Giat, 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 giat.
Oh, it's getting gritty. You're getting gritty. Okay, this is good. We'll try again. Yo!
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 Wow, wow, wow!
Yo! Yo!
Yo, yo, yo!
Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo!
Yo, 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 yo!
Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo! Yo!
Yo, 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 yo!
Oh yeah, here's a new one. Kind of whip and tuck. This is like a whip and tuck, whip and tuck. Yeah, go, now even faster. Oh, okay, it was really good though. You're really in there. Okay, just when you think you gotta sit down, sit it out, be over, that's when it's actually begun. That's when you dial in, you focus in, you push yourself, you push your heart. When you think it's exploding, it's actually reloading. Okay, this one's cool. From Gus, he writes, "Why does The Matrix rule so much?" I think why The Matrix rules and why it really gets people excited and captures their imagination is because it maybe for the first time makes you consider that things possibly aren't what they seem to be. That this reality, that this hot coffee, that this wall maybe isn't a real wall, that this paper is just a figment of our imagination. I've had experiences, I've done things that made me think that possibly that's all true. You know, it's just a little coffee is all it takes to get going. And this pen, maybe this isn't even real. So So this guy, Ephraim, but basically what he's saying is, how can we realistically live and not get depressed when we see rich people, basically, living in houses and driving fancy cars that we will never see or even touch? It depresses and alienates us. Don't worry if that's whatever other people want or that's what you're being told to like. It's for you to decide what you want and what's important to you. So that it doesn't matter what anybody else has or doesn't have, as long as you're going after what you want, that's where your happiness should come from. I think it's time to refuel, get our bodies full of food. You got any PB&J? You bet. Let's do it. All right, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, fight. It's darn good. So now that we're so, fired up, blood's flowing, oxygen to the brain is at a max, now's the time when your mind's gonna really let loose with some ideas. I've been carrying around this tape recorder to record like song ideas or anything.
I have to go see a girl later
Oh, that wasn't what I was looking for here. Just repeat anything you want after me, okay? Okay. I'm here with Rob and we're singing a song. He's gonna sing in between and it won't be long.
Got nowhere to run, got nowhere to hide.
Now we're talking, now we're talking. Now we're talking, now we're talking.
Where we have fun, gonna have fun all day.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, you see? Well, thanks a lot, Rob. I just want to say one more time that if you just keep being who you are and being yourself, you're going to be fine. Because being like me or anyone else isn't going to be half as good as what you already are. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Andrew. I've just been a ball of energy ever since I knew that this was going to happen. Thrilled right now.
That was so cool. Very cool. I'm just totally pumped up right now. Totally psyched. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to MTV2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Hello, my name is Andrew WK, and today I have the honor and pleasure of being in the legendary Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox. We're standing in front of their scoreboard here. Now, this is the only manual scoreboard used in Major League Baseball to this day. It was built in 1939 after a big fire burned this place kind of to shreds, and this whole big green wall is called the Green Monster. You can see it right here. We are here inside the park. This is the outfield. Now let me tell you how this television show works, in case you don't know. MTV2 said, hey, we want to give you your own show. And I was like, whoa, holy smokes. What should we do with it? I decided not to hog the show all to myself, but rather use it as an opportunity for us to have our show, you and me, together. And the way you can do it is you can write a letter into me. People write in, they ask me questions, they ask for advice, they got problems, or they just say, hey, Andrew, what's going on? What's up? And I do my best to read those questions, read those letters, answer them, and maybe even go hang out and do stuff. This is awesome, and we're doing it today. Got letters here. Always a pleasure to get the letters. I wish I could read every single one. Okay, well, this one's great. This guy's actually in Boston. His name's Ryan, and he says, hey, Andrew, I am writing in a television class next semester, and I'm worried about running out of ideas. What do you do when you're struggling with your own creativity? Thanks a lot, man. Your friend, Ryan. Ryan, I totally know what you're talking about here. There's, times when you get writer's block. There's times when you get a brain melt. There's times when you get, total rot in the skull and you can't think of ideas. So why don't I come over? We'll do this. I'm going to visit you and we will brainstorm! Ah! All right. Are you Ryan?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hi, Andrew. So I'm going to read what you wrote here. It says, hi Andrew, I am in a writing for television class next semester and I'm worried about running out of ideas. What do you do when you are struggling with your own creativity? Thanks a lot, man. Your friend Ryan.
Last semester I was in a TV studio class, which was the first time in college that I've gotten into the studio. I was just convinced that I was going to come up with a good idea, and I was like, no, I can do this. So it took me a long time to finally come up with something, though, until the night before.
The reason I came here and read your letter and wanted to come and help was because we just got to both remember how limitless things really are, you know what I mean? You got to always let your brain be free to roam. And you can just focus on weird things like you could be like, okay, here's this corkscrew. You know, it might just be a corkscrew, but you're like, what if, you know, inside this metal piece here, there was like a whole civilization. Let's go look around this house, because this house has got a lot of stuff going on. A brainstorm is about letting it flow, letting it flow, letting it go, just jamming, grooving, catching the vibe, catching the groove, riding it out, ride it out. And eventually there'll be an idea waiting at the end of that rainbow. Yeah! This is from Brody in Bozeman, Montana. Brody says, yo, Andrew, there's nothing good on TV. What should I do? What do you mean? This show's on TV. We're watching it right now. I hope you're watching it so you can hear me read that question. This is on TV. We're here. We're going to brainstorm. We're not going to stop thinking of ideas, no matter how bad the ideas are, no matter how much the ideas suck. We're going to keep on ripping them out. One of them's bound to be good. Brainstorm! We're going. What are we going to do here? Okay, you got action figures, you got a Christmas tree. Here's a dirty dish pile. Maybe you could think of something that has to do with a dirty dish pile. How many ways can you slice a ham hock until it's no longer a hock? Here's a really great Zippy the Pinhead. Like, this to me gets me excited just to see this guy's creativity, to see his excitement, to see that he's just doing something makes me like go, yeah, I want to go out and do something. Earlier today I was thinking, you know, the strong man at the circus, you know, or at a sideshow, how like one of the feats of strength they'll do is to bend a bar, you know what I mean, like really, really hard grip or rip a phone book in half. What if there was another guy who was really good at gripping and all he did was went around to sideshows, sort of showing up the resident strongman? That could be, I was thinking like that would be an amazing book. Or maybe not, you know what, and maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it wouldn't be a very amazing book, and maybe it would be totally a waste of time, but hey, it's still an idea. And from ideas come more ideas. Never be ashamed with ideas, even if they're dumb like that one I just told you.
No, it's good, it's great.
Okay, so I'm still here in amazing Fenway Park in Boston. I've never been in a baseball stadium when it's empty like this. This letter comes from Jason in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and he writes, Andrew, I've been having horrible nightmares for the past few months. Have you ever had nightmares, and what can I do to get rid of them? Of course I've had nightmares. I don't know anyone who hasn't. Here's what I say to do. Don't eat after midnight, and don't go to bed wet. Don't get wet. Before you go to bed. So don't take a shower and get your head wet and then go to bed with a wet head. Avoid those two things. You should be good. This one's from Adam in Portland, Oregon. He writes, Dear Andrew, I have a test coming up on the book Where the Red Fern Grows, but I haven't read one page of it. Can you tell me how it ends? I read that book a long time ago and I don't remember much about it except I really loved it. And then it's really great. And there's something about a coffee can or something like that, some kind of metal can. And I think the dog dies at the end. That should be enough, you know, for your test or for your paper. That's all you really need to know. Just say it's a great book. And dog dies, coffee can. Here's another one. This one comes from, I'll do this one, from Pamela in Reston, Virginia. Dear Andrew, my brother taught my pet parrot to swear. Do you have any advice as to how to break him of this habit? It's quite embarrassing. The first start would be, you know, don't swear around it anymore, and maybe just let him fly away. Let's try something here. Let's see if we can get how many ideas we can get in 1 minute on this little recorder. On your mark, get set. Is it possible to survive just by chewing bubble gum?
Terrorists take over the...
Wait, start again. You gotta press that thing.
Terrorists take over the emergency room, and they demand a lot of money before they get treatment to anyone.
A goblin creature that lives in dirty dish piles and sinks and makes them dirtier.
Silly, carefree clown who drifts through a zombie horror situation and just happens to do all the right things to save the day.
That's cool. That's for
interesting.
sure cool. A story about a cool dude who professionally builds fun houses for fundraisers. One more.
The pro soccer player who secretly dreams of playing tennis.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That was 6 ideas in 60 seconds, and that's pretty good. You see what's possible here? I mean, if we could do that in 1 minute, imagine what you could do in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, an hour, a whole day. You know what I mean? You could just, that's the thing, keep a list on your computer, on notebook paper, whatever, of just, like all those ideas we had. Yeah, just exactly. And just write them down. After a week of even doing that, just a few a day, imagine how many you'd have to go through. Yeah. And even if they all were horrible, they're all crappy except one, that's still one great idea. So I think what we've learned here, what I've, reminded myself of and probably just reminded you of, is that brainstorming is key. And as long as we just keep our ideas coming, write them down, find a way to record them, we're going to be fine. You have nothing to worry about.
We just mostly talked about how important brainstorming and coming up with ideas and how we come up with ideas, and came up with a few good ideas of our own. But I think I'm a little more confident going into it. I'm a little more sure of myself I'll be able to pull this one off. Maybe skate by for another semester at school.
You're good to go. You're well on your way. Just keep brainstorming. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for letting me help you. Thanks for writing in.
Thanks for the help.
All right. See you later.
Please check the number and dial again.
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to MTV2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Hi, my name is Andrew WK, and welcome to our TV show that goes by the name Your Friend, Andrew WK. And today we are in this really great tattoo shop called New York City Hardcore Tattoos. This place is legendary, not only just as a tattoo place, but because the owners of this are Jimmy Gestapo, who's from a band called Murphy's Law, and as well Vinny Stigma from Agnostic Front. Two legendary dudes. Did I make that clear enough? Legendary! Why are we here in a tattoo shop? We'll get to that in a little bit. First, got some letters to read. You know how this works. This show is our show. And so that means that you can write in and ask me questions, tell me about problems you got, advice, whatever, and I'll try to answer them, help you out, do whatever we can do. So thank you very much to everybody who takes the time to write in. Okay, this first letter comes from Maddie in New York, and Maddie says, "Hey Andrew, my girlfriend won't really get freaky with me, even though she wants to, because I'm pretty sure she thinks I have an STD. How do I show her I'm clean and not a complete man whore? Thanks, Maddie." The thing to do here is very clear. It doesn't matter what you tell her. It doesn't matter how much you say you're good to go. You gotta prove it, and the best way to prove it would be go to a free clinic or a Planned Parenthood place or some hospital. And for, I imagine, a pretty small amount of money, you can get some kind of written certification. And it'd be great to have that written on paper. You hand that to her, you say, "Look, I went all the trouble to do this, now let's get freaky." Again, we're in this tattoo shop. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go down. We're going to get to that right after this. This is Andrew WK. We're in the world-renowned New York Hardcore Tattoo Shop. I'm going to tell you why we're here. It's very exciting. This is Scott. Now, Scott is from St. Louis, actually. So he traveled out here on his own to be on the show today. That's the first time we've ever done that. It's very exciting. I'm going to read the letter that you wrote in. He says, "Dear Andrew, I broke my back rocking out at one of your shows, and your music was a huge help in my recovery. It's meant so much to me that I want to get your name, Andrew WK, tattooed on my back. What do you say, Scott? Okay, it's insane. This is insane. You sure you want to do this?
I am totally positive, 100%.
That's so crazy because a lot of people I think would be like, God, shoot. I broke my back because of that stupid music. And your reaction is like the complete opposite, which is so awesome. So you've had your mind made up about this for a long time.
And the opportunity to do this is just unbelievable.
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, this next one's from Samantha in Arizona, and she writes, Dear Andrew, do you have any animals? If so, what are their names and what's all the info on them? Samantha, I currently don't own any of my own pets, although I would really like to. I love animals very much. If I could get a pet, I would have a rat. Rats make great pets. And don't worry, it's not like a sewer rat situation. They're very clean, they're very sweet and soft and very smart. So they actually, come when you call them. If you say, hey, come on over here, they'll run right over and you can say, no! And they'll stop doing whatever they're doing. They're very, very good animals. So that's what I would like to have as a pet. Thank you very much. To anybody watching this, like, the idea of him, getting my name tattooed on his back is really crazy. It is, and I think it is too. You sure you want to do this?
I am totally positive, 100%.
Do you want it to be my name?
I just like your signature.
An autograph. I gotta practice first. If this is gonna be on you for life. Let me do a practice. I don't want it to be sloppy. You sure? You sure about this?
I'm positive. I'm 100% sure.
Clearly, you're a man who's made up his mind about tattoos many times before. Okay, so just do it. Just show me the spot. Where's this?
This is where it broke.
Okay.
Down here. So.
This is wow. This is really crazy. Okay, I think that's good. Is it too off center?
No, that would be good.
Is it too big?
No, it's good.
You're sure?
No,
You're positive?
I'm positive. That's great.
You're 100% positive?
Totally.
Tell the camera.
I'm 100% sure.
Okay, I'm like 99% sure.
Put your shirt up there. We're gonna have to use the biggest needle I can find, so you just bear with me.
Are you sure? Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you thinking right now?
Perhaps excited, nervous.
Okay, nervous in a good way?
Nervous, yeah, good way.
I'm nervous. I might be nervous a little bit in a bad way. This one's from Danny in New York, and he writes, I am totally in love with this girl that works at a place I get tattooed. Unfortunately, she's already got a man. The thing is, I can't stop thinking about her, and I keep going back to get tatted just so I can talk to her. What should I do? Isn't there other things you could do in that store? You could also just say hi to her and not get a tattoo at all. And you could also, even better, say, you know what? I really would like to take you out sometime. Here's one from Shathar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. From Oklahoma. It says, Andrew, I'm freaking out. My mom called me this morning while I was getting ready for work and told me to decide what I wanted to go to college for because we're enrolling tomorrow. I have no idea. Arg. I'm going to flip out and cry. Pick a bunch of classes. Pick them at random. You'll have plenty of time to decide if you like them or not. You can always change your mind. There. You can always change your mind.
Y'all ready for this?
This is the needle.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of needles in one, right?
Yeah, a whole lot of different things.
Can you show them that? Look.
Looks evil.
I wouldn't even get my name tattooed on me.
You want to get mine on you?
Now, you sure about that?
I'm sure.
This is our last chance.
Last
Fire
chance.
away.
How's it feel? Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's little.
It's not like searing pain. It's just, and eventually he gets in a kind of a trance, right? You get kind of.
Yeah, you get used to it and it starts to be normal.
In no way do I condone or promote this, but I was so moved by it and honored that he wanted to do this, and he asked me that of course I have to support him in it, but don't get me wrong, it is wacky.
Probably about 50% of our job is covering up and fixing up a lot of tattoos that get messed up, you know, by people not knowing what they're doing or just, you know, young and stupid or whatever.
You could always get this one covered up if you wanted to, Scott.
Nope, it's staying. No cover-ups.
Oh, you up there, buddy? What do you think? No, I think we need to just erase and start over. Right?
Holy smokes, that's done. How do you feel?
Yeah, we're cleaning
Excellent.
off there.
I feel
Yeah.
excellent. Oh, yeah. That's excellent.
There it is.
There it is. It looks really good. It's exactly how I pictured it. I think I'm dreaming, I don't know.
Okay, well, when you wake up, you know, tomorrow, and you see it still on you, then you'll know it's not a dream. All right, Scott, I guess we're done, but I can't thank you enough for doing this. Not only that, but driving out and just being a part of the show. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It's been an honor in every way.
My pleasure.
Awesome. Okay, that's it from New York Hardcore Tattoos. See ya!
Need some advice from Andrew? Log on to MTV2.com and drop him a line. He might just end up on your doorstep.
Everybody, my name's Andrew WK. Thank you for watching this show. Please keep watching it. I was assuming, knock on wood, please keep watching this show. I'm very excited. It's called Your Friend Andrew WK, and that means that you can count on me or rely on me to at least try to help you out. It's an advice show, and you write in a letter saying you got a question or a problem or anything, and I will do my best to give you advice. So, we got these two letters from these two dudes, who actually they came at separate times, but they ended up living really near to each other in Connecticut. They were right in the same area, so we ended up hanging out with both of them. But let me read you what they wrote. This first guy's name is Eric. He writes, "Dear Andrew, I'm shy and not very outgoing. I love to go out and have fun, but most of the time I end up sitting at home by myself. I was wondering if you could help me become less reserved and more confident about myself. I fear that if I can't change the way I am, I'll never be able to follow my dreams. Thank you, Eric." And here's this other dude, Tom. Again, just lives a few miles away in Connecticut. He says, "Dear Andrew, I have a radio show at my school. If you had your own radio show, how would you make it kick ass? Can you help me pump up the volume on my show? We made it happen. We're going to help each other out. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Rock show! You came to see a rock show!
Back again for this week only. Tom the Crazy Space Monkey is coming right at you. Today I got something special. I am expecting a very special guest to come on. Andrew WK is supposedly coming to visit me.
So we're here at Tom's radio station. I guess, it's right in here. Okay, here he is. Hi, are you Tom?
Hey.
Hi, Tom. I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
You're a real person. I was expecting.
Are you a real person?
I think I'm a real person. 90.1 WECS.
Yeah. So this is Andrew WK and
Tom the Crazy Space Monkey here.
We're filming a television show for MTV2, and today we're actually here in the station filming it because Tom wrote in a letter to me asking for me to come and hang out. Let's hang out. Let's just Just come, let's do something, let's have some fun.
A little bit confined in this room for headbanging. You gotta agree to that, man.
No matter how confined the room may be, no matter what kind of rules may apply to this place, we're going to have fun regardless. Tom and I are here just to really get some excitement going on a Sunday. Monday's coming around the corner, so it's time to hit the books and hit the road, but make the best of this last day off we got, because it's Sunday, and we're not going to sit around and be lazy. We're going to really jam. This question comes from Justy in Gaithersburg, Maryland. He writes, "Hey Andrew, my big brother always beats me up. What can I do to get him to stop?" That's a very, very good question. I wouldn't say to go and attack him, but next time he starts fighting you, if you can really try to stand your ground and, stand up to him, maybe push back a little bit, he might get the point that it might not be in his best interest to keep on punching. You can also just try saying to him, "Hey, I really love you. We're brothers here. Can you please stop punching me in the eye?"
Alright, I'm Tom the Crazy Space Monkey. I'm sitting here right now with Andrew WK. I'm just trying to figure out, what should we play on next?
Let me take a look. I can play any of these CDs?
As far as I know.
I mean, I want to help the show. I want to help your radio show be good and stuff. Yeah, put in this and play track 2. That's Hatebreed. There you go. I'm sorry, I get really amped up.
It's alright, man. Tom headbanging ball for a reason.
Would they get mad if we destroyed this place? Do you know this move?
Great chilling with Andrew WK here.
Yeah, again, I really mean it. That this has been really cool for me, and I really appreciate it, Tom and everybody here at Eastern. So thank you very, very much, and our apologies again to the 5 o'clock man.
Well, it's not like we're cutting in on his time yet. Now we are.
Okay, that was great, very awesome. I just finished up with Tom and his radio show. I think it really, for me, it was very exciting. I'm going to catch up with him later. Right now, I'm going to go see that other dude, Eric, who lives a little while away, kind of in the same area. Awesome. Here's another one from Kirk, and this is from Winter Park, Florida. It's a very, very simple question. It says, "Andrew, boxers or briefs?" My dad, for the most part, wears boxers, and I think my brother does too. There's times in my life when I tried wearing boxers, but they would bunch up and ride around and get all tangled up. You know what I mean? It's not comfy. Like if here's me, you know what I mean? And here's the boxers. They would be like this, like just twisted inside. Nope, crumbled in there. So briefs. This is very good pie. It's very tasty. It's got a whipped filling. This calls for a pie dance. This must be Eric's house. Are you Eric?
Yes, I am.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Awesome. What a cool house. I have the letter here you wrote. It says, "Dear Andrew, I'm shy and not very outgoing. I love to go out and have fun, but most of the time I end up sitting at home by myself. I fear that if I can't change the way I am, I'll never be able to follow my dreams. Thank you, Eric." So first of all, what are your dreams?
Well, I want to be a rock star.
Okay, well there you go.
I think I limit myself.
How, in what way?
You know, I hold myself back. It's always been hard for me to make friends. I'm
not one to approach people. I'm very reserved. I'm always the quiet one in the corner. But, if someone approaches me, then I'll be their friend.
So do you feel like to be a musician, to pursue your rock music dreams, you have to be more outgoing?
To be successful, I think you do.
Okay. I think what is going to be the key is if your desire to be a rock musician, to pursue that, outweighs your desire to be shy, it will eradicate itself. And I don't think I'd be even sitting here in this room with you now if I didn't believe in the music. It wasn't that I didn't want to be shy. I still am shy. I still really am. But I believe in doing stuff now, as much as I can. You don't even worry about not being shy. Just worry about how badly you want the music. See this there? That's the music. You see that? That's my music. And what am I going to do for it? Anything. Am I going to let being shy stand in the way? Heck no. Am I going to let anybody put me down and keep me away from it? No. And just every day, just look at that thing and say, how badly do I want this? How hard can I possibly work to get this, to go there, to honor this thing? I mean, how could shyness possibly come into play with that? Shyness is like this little tiny thing down here. It's just like, and then when you think you can't work any harder, that's when you start really kicking it in. I think you're very capable. It's just a matter of how badly you want it.
I think so too.
Okay, that was awesome. I felt like we talked about the stuff that needed to be talked about. They all know what they need to do. It's no big mystery. This ain't rocket science. It's living your life. Cool.
Need some advice from